Happy Sunday, happy Easter for those black women that actually celebrate Easter. Personally, I don't. This video today, I'd like to talk about furthering the unity between black women on YouTube and trying to get black women to understand exactly how you can make black women's success on YouTube a real reality, right? All right, so when I woke up this morning, after, I dealt with the dogs and stuff, I happened to be perusing just through like the recommended, and I saw a couple of people talking about a YouTuber that I am not familiar with, Jackie somebody. And from what I gather, this young lady, a young woman, that's a cute dog, does like makeup tutorials and other stuff, and recently she, I guess, started dealing with perfume. So I saw that was the topic of the video. Now, personally, I'm not into any of that stuff. I don't wear tons of makeup. I don't really wear perfume. I wear scented lotions, right? For those women who are my age, and I don't believe in that generational divides when we label ourselves those things that white people give us to control us, like Gen Z and etc. I don't condone that, and I don't go along with that. I don't participate in that. So for women who are in the age category of anywhere from 45 to 55, right? You would know what I'm talking about. And I like the old 1980 something hair store lotion called Razak. Like, I really like the way that smells. And so I use that on a like everyday basis when I use a scent for my body. Outside of the scent for my body, if I, actually want to use a perfume for, I guess, like what I consider special occasions, I use Oscar de la Renta, right? And that's it. The big O. You ever see it? It's like, it's in a champagne colored glass bottle at the bottom, and then it has a white oval O at the top with a hole in the middle. Looks like a big donut. That's the perfume I wear. So anyway, and I've been wearing that when I wear perfume for I've been wearing that for like over 20 something years, like almost 30 years. That was the first perfume that my grandmother bought me, because my grandmother used to be heavy into like Chanel and Oscar de la Renta and what's in it, Yves Saint Laurent. So anyway, so I don't really care about perfumes or all that makeup, when people are doing those tutorials where they put all that stuff on their face with those little, I don't even know what those sponge round things are. But anyway, to get to the point, right? It's good that woman has success that she has, but I want to point out things, and I don't want y'all to think that what I'm saying is a level of hateration. It's a matter of fact, right? Like, when you look at what white YouTube and white America wants to allow black women to get, the select, I might add, black women to become famous off of, or become like these YouTube gurus, so to speak, until they rip you the fuck off of here and get tired of you or cancel your channel, right? That's also a reality. You have to do shit that nobody really fucking cares about in order for you to become like a giant on here, or you have to be talking major fucking nonsense for YouTube to feel like, oh, that person is no threat. Let them do their thing. So it's not until you become impactful on the collective of black women that they have a problem with you. But like in this lady's case, when I was watching the videos, and a lot of the women were coming from a place of not jealousy, but real inquiry of, why can't I do the same thing? I'm going to explain it to you. The reason that, the reason that the majority of black women on YouTube never really have huge channels or huge followings the way black males do and every other group of people on here is because we are literally very impactful in the so-called minority, which we're not, we're the majority, but in this so-called minority label they give us, permanent underclass they give us, we are very powerful. And so when you don't recognize your power and utilize it in a way that empowers every single one of us, you're not a threat. Nobody cares about what you're interested in, and it's easy to give a carrot on a stick for a few of us to make the other ones of us keep gathering and coming to see, oh, can I get a chance next? Can I get a turn at being important, getting money, and having everybody come listen to me? This is what they do to us, right? So what you have to understand is, outside of the women that were not envious, but saying, it's not fair, it's not right that there's only a select few of black women that actually get to the level that all of us deserve, right? Whether people like your content or not. Because you don't see that happening in the white women's YouTube sector or Asian or anyone else. It's just black women. And the reason that is because we set a lot of trends. We're very influential amongst ourselves. And when other women want to be cool, or they feel like they're missing out because black women are doing this and we're not, then everybody else wants to follow along, but they don't really want to be you, to suffer all of the injustices and inequalities you suffer throughout society. So what happens is, the powers that be and the YouTube people that decide, okay, we want to keep black women misdirected and we want to keep them involved in superficial stuff that really is not going to make a change or a huge impact on our society, or get them to stop being so gullible and easy to manipulate and control. Always remember that white people run around telling the whole world that black people are so stupid. You can easily influence them by social media, by use of celebrity, and picking a few of us to allow only a few of us to have a huge following, to make everybody else lose their mind and feel like what this one person with the huge following is saying is absolutely the God of the gods, right? So in listening to all these videos, I thought, and I still think, that it is really amazing that black women really don't understand the amount of power you yield in this society, in this world, period, right? Especially black American women, descendants of slavery in America. You set the stage for everybody else to follow. So if you decided, and I'm so serious about this, black women, and y'all, if y'all really get this and got this, do you know how powerful we would be in this country? How powerful we would be in this world? So if you just really understood that if we stick behind each other all the time, black women for black women, no matter what, never putting black males before us, never putting any other type of women before us, just all black women, no matter what color you are. As long as you got to have a black mama, though. If you don't have a black mother, you're not a black woman. So no matter what color you are, where you are, what you have, what you're selling, if we stood behind each other, once again, the same way the black women did it on the Black Girl Follow Train on TikTok, you would literally dominate YouTube and every other social media space. If every black woman only went and subscribed to black women, did not subscribe and unsubscribe dealing with black males, white people, Hispanic people, Asian people, and only subscribed to black women only, and viewed their stuff on a regular basis. Now, from time to time, can you go peek at other people? Yes, but do not give them a constant viewership, right? If you did that only with your own kind, every one of us would be a superstar. And then when you add into the fact that if you utilize Tanya TKO's email notification to make sure that all of your subscribers know when you're on and no one's left out, YouTube would not be able to shadow ban you. They would not be able to control who knows when your content is on, how many people come to your channel, because you would be doing it by way of the street, so to speak. Like, it would be word of mouth and loyalty, most importantly, and alliance and solidarity of Black women. And in that way, everybody who feels like the Jackie O person or the Shira or Tanya or this ridiculous chick, Princella, who has these platforms that are huge because the information is not so positive to Black women. It's not provoking any real social change or any personal growth. It's just nonsense rehashed over and over again, right? So, but if you really understood this and you practice it just the way they did it on TikTok, you would change this YouTube shit overnight. But it takes a commitment, and it takes a love of self and a love of other Black women, whether you like them or not. Everybody on here that I speak about, harshly or positively, I subscribe to every one of them. You know why? Because there's still a Black woman that I'm helping to reach her goal. Now, I doubt that they subscribe to me because they're probably a bunch of haters, but you have to do it that way in order for all of us to succeed and to beat these white people at their own game. I swear to you, it is so easy to just fucking unite and have some level of solidarity, and you'd be surprised at the amount of success all of us could have. I'm telling you. Did you see? You saw literally what happened when the Black Girl Follow chain made everybody lose their mind on TikTok. You could do the same shit on YouTube. You just come on and say, I'm a Black woman and I'm gonna subscribe to you. If you're a Black woman, you subscribe to me on YouTube, and get it moving. And then after that, once you get your people up, you say, okay, everybody in the chat, so put your emails, send in your emails so that we could do a huge email blast each and every time I come online. They do the same. And the same people that subscribe to me, subscribe to you, and everybody backs, follows, and supports each other. So that way, if it's a thing of viewership based on views, forcing the algorithm to acknowledge you whether it wants to or not, you break it, you make it work. In addition to that, you put yourself in a position where no one is able to tell you what you can and can't do, or how successful your channel will be, because you would be ultimately in control of that. The only way they could stop you would be to totally delete your channel. It's that simple, y'all. It is really that simple. And the crazy part is, you just got to do it to achieve it. And if you don't, then all of this stuff will continue. Like, and the reason I'm pointing this out to you is because we as Black women, sometimes we have been indoctrinated to have this issue with each other, always having a point of separation, a need for separation. And if we took away that need for separation, whether it be colorism, featureism, texturism, I just don't like youism, you remove a lot of that stuff. And you say, even if I keep that to the smallest degree, my main understanding is that she's Black like me, I'm Black like her. I got her back, she got mine. And we only care about our own kind, and we're not trying to put no Black male or any other dude before the benefit and the I guess overall health and welfare of Black women. Like, when we work together like that, we ensure that Black women have what they need so that their money increases, their sense of self appreciates, their outlook on life, and their morale increases. And believe me, it is really that simple. Solidarity goes a long goddamn way. Unity, sisterhood goes a long way. If those people have merchandise on their channel, charge reasonable prices, nobody should have a problem buying one thing, if not more than one. That way you gain something for the time you're putting it on here. The sharing of information. so that you grow outside in the real world, outside of YouTube. The only thing that actually is a matter of real fact on YouTube that is a constant in our world, in both YouTube and the real world, is black femicide. So anything you do to reduce the number of victims in black femicide is positive, and it's a win-win all the way around, 100. So whenever black women are really serious about black women's progression and us getting out of all of the holes and the potholes in life that America and society, white racism, patriarchy, and everything else has planted in the road of lives for us to fall into, that's the only way you're gonna cover them shits up, fill them in, and not have them stop you while you're walking down the road in life. You have got to stick together, and you gotta have solidarity with one another, and only one another. Not whites, not Hispanics, not Asians, just black women for black women, period. And then that way, everything else will fall into play. There's so many black women out here with the know-how about property, home ownership, business, education, cars, banking. We run the gambit on everything in this world with specialty. Black women are in it. So if everybody shared information, thought about each other, and stopped, being on this selfish thing and this, I kind of hate people who look like me and I don't like this one because I think she looks better than me. We get off all that bullshit, because none of that is really true. Because if you feel like you're fucking superwoman in your world, you are superwoman in your world, and no one can tell you that you're not. No one. And so once you start to believe that, act it out, and start achieving the benefits from it, you become an unstoppable force. Which is why it's important for black women to stand behind things that really, really affect us. Like black femicide, that's the thing that all of us should be fighting for, and every single one of us should be worried about. And when I do find out, because I got to wait for people to get past mourning and grieving over this officer that was killed, right? And I find out how to put that black march together for black femicide. I really expect a huge amount of you to turn out, because this is about us, and this is something we do for us. So we gotta, if you want things to change, black women, you are really gonna have to start changing your mentalities. And it's as simple as the first step is putting in your mind, black women for us, by us, and about us equals all of us. It's that simple. So mull that over a little bit. I'm out here looking if I can steal this space up front. I'm waiting for this dude to dash out. But listen, keep that in your mind and work on that. And like I said, it is so easy for us to do the Black Girl Follow Train on YouTube the same way they did it on TikTok. And if you did that, you would see a huge change in what's happening in our existence on YouTube. And then when you add in Tanya's email notification system, you would be almost tamper-proof against YouTube and their tricks. So run, go tell that, and run, go start acting on that. Have a good Easter, and I'll see y'all soon. We need black women unification. We need to stand behind each other. Not black males, but behind black women. All of us.